Hello and welcome again. I'm using a different microphone, so I'm hoping you can all hear me. It's a grey day here in Mount Shasta, but somebody sent us lots of sun from Germany, so I'm feeling that as well. So thank you. So last time we had a very different meditation where Alcazar was basically silent after creating an energy field. And I was interested to see how people felt that experience. And as always, I looked through some of the comments that people have made. And what I'm finding as we go through these meditations and we connect more and more to the quantum field is that people are beginning to get a sense of actually feeling themselves in the quantum field, being aware of it as an experience rather than just as a concept. And that's where we're wanting to go to. That's where we want to achieve, is this knowingness that we have our real self, our superconsciousness that exists in the quantum field. The real you, as Alcazar calls it, connects to the humanness through your intuition. The real you wants to guide your humanness to raise your vibration so that more of the superconsciousness can live through the physical body. And for me, that's really exciting. To imagine that I can be more conscious, more clear in my creations, more available to this higher aspect of myself. And that's where we're all going. So let me just read some of these comments that people had during that last experience. Danielle from the Czech Republic said that she felt this soul pain from the past just being released. And Yvonne was saying fear and anger also was gone. Fear and anger that was triggered in doing different kinds of meditations from different sources, which brought up fear and anger. And meditating in the way that we did, that just dissolved. It's gone. So that's really beautiful. Another thing that many people mentioned was tears and deep sadness or deep releasing happening through tears. And that's really beautiful because it's a sign that you're letting go of past emotional energies which have been repressed. You don't have to know what's being released. Sometimes you get pictures and images, but if you can just stay with the tears, with the releasing, then that's freeing you up. It's freeing your vibration from those old limitations. So again and again, I say, just allow the tears. Don't shut them down, which we've been programmed to do. It's really important just to let the body throw out through the tears those old repressed emotions. No need to get into your head about what's it all about. If you start to get pictures, then that's great. But otherwise, just be with the tears. Because sometimes, if you totally allow those tears of sadness or whatever it was from the past, and you'll find that those tears start to change the energy with them. start to change, and it actually becomes tears of joy, tears of celebration. So allow that, okay? Dana said that she felt a pressure happening, and then the release of a pain around a broken rib that she'd had in the past. So all these things are just ways of being in the energy and allowing the change to happen all by itself. So many people were really connecting in, as I said before, really connecting into the quantum field. And Hilda said that she felt like her physical body had totally disappeared. And so that really, to me, that's a sign of just being out there in the vastness, being more aligned with your superconsciousness rather than the physical body, the humanness. Somebody was saying that they felt, actually several people were saying that they're very deep in the quantum field and felt a great deal of peace. Wonderful. Lee Ham saw herself as light. And again, that's just another experience of being aware of self, your superconsciousness. Okay. So those are the other thing that came up a lot was people were saying that their mind was wandering. And as I said at the beginning of that meditation, it's okay. Your mind, it's almost impossible for you to decide to stop the mind. You can't do that. What you can do is totally relax. And when you totally relax, the chatter of the mind kind of fades into the background. And if you leave it there, rather than, in a sense, having a conversation with your mind, if you just leave it in the background, then very often it slows down and there's gaps between the thoughts. And it's in those gaps between the thoughts that change can happen. And Eva is saying, no body, just vast and emptiness. Yes, that is again an experience of connecting into the quantum field. And Cookie was saying that she's been practicing the gratitude meditation. And I know that many of you now are doing that. And as I said last time, it's an incredible experience as you just go about your day and then suddenly you feel this overwhelming gratitude. And that's something that's starting to happen for me. You know, I'm just going about my daily experiences, and then suddenly there's this wave of gratitude. And as Alcazar said, the energy, the vibration of gratitude raises your vibration, but also when you're in that space of deep gratitude, it allows your superconsciousness to contribute in a way to your ability to create. And so when you're feeling deep gratitude, take a moment and focus. What would you like to create? And rather than, you know, a new car or a new job or whatever, unless those are really, really important to you, see if you can focus on how you are going to feel day by day. So that in those moments of deep gratitude, when you're more able to create into your coming reality, see if you can focus on feeling really joyful, feeling love, feeling gratitude even deeper, feeling compassion, feeling abundant. See if you can connect to the feelings in those moments when gratitude comes up in your life. And so this is taking gratitude a little bit deeper. So first of all, Alcazar is saying practice gratitude. And when you practice gratitude, you change your vibration. When you do it often, then it just starts to come into your life, almost uninvited, but triggered by something. And then in that moment of gratitude being triggered, see if you can use that that moment of high vibration to intentionally create depth of feeling, depth of oneness, drawing those into your life. Okay, very cool. So, was there anything else that I just wanted to mention? We're all on different levels. I don't know how else to say it. We've all had different experiences. And so we all have different responses to the meditations. And what we're trying to do is connect more and more fully with the quantum field, so be more aware of it. Because with that awareness, with that understanding, it's the quantum field that actually responds to our vibration. It's the quantum field that actually creates situations and experiences in our lives. The more that we're aware of that aspect of ourselves in the quantum field, the more that we allow our vibration to rise. Okay, so thank you all for checking in. Again, I'm watching the chat box, seeing all the different places that people are coming in from, and I always enjoy that. And I always also encourage you just to notice where all these people are coming from, because it gives me, and I hope it gives you, a sense of all these people around the world. When I look at the chat box, for those people that are responding to the recordings, people in Australia, New Zealand, in those areas where right now they're fast asleep and dreaming, I see that they are also experiencing these energies just as strongly as each one of us who are here in the so-called live broadcast. And somebody made a comment, Anne was saying that she was sensing others in the community. And that's what I'd really encourage you to do. As you see all these different countries and different cities that people are checking in from, see if you can just really feel this global community. Somebody from South Africa checking in, Bucharest, California, Spain, Brazil, Denmark, Netherlands, England, Trinidad and Tobago, San Antonio, Portugal. You see, it's like, wow, it's just so uplifting. Vancouver, Toronto in Canada, Southern California, Carolina, Oklahoma. Can you feel that? Cape Town, South Africa again. Can you just feel? I'm actually getting goosebumps right now, just feeling as people put their focus into sharing where they're from. Slovakia. Hushna is saying it gives the impression that the world is very small. Absolutely, and very connected, yes. Colombia, South America. Sue from England, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Mount Carmel, that's relatively close here. Reading, getting even closer. Hi, Michelle. Sweden, Italy, Belgium. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? So, India, each one of us just take a moment and just really feel all these places. Sofia, can you feel New York, Russia, Sebastopol, Ottawa, Bremen in Germany, Hungary? Can you feel all these people? Each one of you take a moment and just put your energy consciously into connecting to all these people. So Budapest, can you feel that? Denmark, Austin in Texas, Mexico, India again, Ecuador. Can you feel that? Can you feel us all intending to connect with each other? Mexico, Greece, Detroit in Michigan, Israel. Can you feel that? Can you feel it? Thomas is saying family is not bound by geography. No, not at all. Central Portugal. Israel again, Scotland, Shasta Valley, that's just up the road from us. Yes. Slovenia, Brazil again, Canada. Can you feel it? Missouri, yes. Porto in Portugal, yes. Barcelona in Spain, yay. Can you feel it? Someone else from India. Yes, indeed. Buenos Aires, Maryland, Chicago. This is just so touching to me. Just feel us all connecting in. Can you feel that? It's beautiful. Argentina, yes. Milano in Italy, Boston. Cyprus. So many different people, so many different places, all connecting right now. Yes, in fact, yes, you're right. There is no space or time. And when we start to understand that, when we start to understand there is no space and time, that it's just an illusion. Johannesburg, South Africa, Ireland, France, yes, New Zealand, India again. Can you just begin to sense that there's something else that we've been totally unaware of? Alcazar has often said that this reality is an illusion, but it's very real for us because we've chosen to be here and to experience it. And so for us, it's not an illusion, it's a reality. But it's a limited reality, and we can expand our awareness beyond it. So still more countries coming in. Costa Rica, Brittany and France, Krakow, Bulgaria, Milano again, Ireland and Holland. It's like this 3D reality is limited, and we can influence this 3D reality by connecting to our superconsciousness, by connecting and being more aware of the quantum field. So this is the movement that Alcazar is guiding us in, moving into an awareness that we are above all this, in a sense, and we, in this quantum reality, in this superconsciousness, can influence and guide our humanness. Because our humanness is desiring to have a better life. No matter how wonderful your life is right now, we constantly have the desire to evolve, to create, and to have the creation happening more consciously. So our meditations will continue to support that movement. And the other thing which I've mentioned before, which I'm just going to bring up again, and that's the morphic field of humanity, that energetic field, which is again just one of the many aspects of the quantum field. The morphic field of humanity is an energetic that connects every single human to that field. And as most of you know, Alcazar created the Stargate Global Community Morphic Field. So if you haven't heard about that, let me just say, it's an energy field that connects all those people who are connected to the Stargate, who have consciously connected to the Stargate Morphic Field. When you invite that connection to the Stargate Morphic Field, it can bring energy of support to you. It's an energy of oneness. And so it's not it's not part of let me get this really clear. It's a subset, in a sense, of the morphic field of humanity. But it's one that holds the vibration of oneness. Oneness is beyond light and dark. The duality of light and dark, conscious and unconscious. It's beyond that. It's oneness. And so, when we connect to the Stargate Morphic Field, it's energetic. And several people have mentioned in the chat over the last few meditations that they are inviting this energy of the Stargate Morphic Field during their day. And so I would invite and encourage you to try that as well. Just as you're going about your day, you feel either when you just remember or you feel like you would like to have a little bit more energy, just invite the Stargate Morphic Field. Take a moment, relax, feel yourself present, and then invite the energy of the Stargate Morphic Field. And you will feel it, just this gentle energy of support. And the other thing that Alcazar said about it is every time someone or a group connects to the morphic field, the Stargate Morphic Field, you're energizing it, making it stronger. So Hushna is saying this illusion is very understandable until rent and charges become due. Yes, Hushna, but the way you're saying that is that becomes a problem. No, it's not a problem. Celebrate that you can pay the rent and the other charges. So this takes me back to something that Alcazar has said a while ago about creating abundance in terms of money, financial abundance. And that's probably very relevant for a lot of people right now. Alcazar has said that it's about energy flowing, because money by itself is useless. When you use it, when you spend it, you get something back. That's what you need. Those things that money buy is what that then creates purpose for money. Money just sitting around as pieces of paper or numbers in a bank, it's irrelevant. It's when you use it, then it has value. So it's the flow of money energy that's important. And Alcazar said, if you wish to live in abundance, then start the flow, start giving. And he always stresses abundance on all levels. So even if you think, or your experience, your reality says, I don't have much money, or I have no money, give. If you can't give in money, give in your time and your energy. Do something for someone. Help someone out. Do something to start a flow of energy. And don't separate money from the rest of life's energy flow. The other thing he said is celebrate, appreciate every time money comes in. So if you get paid, thank you, bring me more. Bring me more inflow of money or finances. Thank you, bring me more coming in. And when you use this phrase, thank you, bring me more, be specific. Don't just say, thank you, bring me more. Be specific. Thank you, bring me more money flowing into my life. And then he said, celebrate when there are bills to pay. Our programming doesn't usually allow us to celebrate. When you're paying for something, the mind says, oh, my money's going out, now I've got less. Change that old program. Change it to, yes, the flow is moving through me. Yes, now I'm receiving. If it's the rent, yes, I am receiving this home to stay in yet another month. Yes, thank you. Bring me more flow of finances through me. He's also said, and given this example, when you go grocery shopping, and the way that the mind usually thinks is you buy your groceries and you pay, maybe you give $100 to the cashier and you only get $15 back in change. And the mind usually says, oh, I've spent all that money and got very little for it. And this tends to be a bit of an energy downer. Alcazar says, the cashier has just returned you $15. That's $15 coming to you. Celebrate. Thank you. Bring me more financial money flowing in. Okay? So start focusing on the flow, celebrating the flow, asking for more flow in your finances. So Sheila is saying the more I practice changing my thoughts about things, the flow of abundance is coming to me. It really works. It absolutely really works. And so thank you. Bring me more flow of abundance. And you can start the flow by giving. That's a flowing of energy moving out. Okay? In whatever way. You can take a bag and go around and pick up paper off the street. Rubbish, trash. That's a giving. It's a giving to society. There's all kinds of ways that you can give. You can start energy flowing from you. And when you start the flow starts coming in. You don't have to know how it's going to happen. You can't make it happen from your mind, because giving has to come from the heart. When it comes from the heart, that's a genuine flow. Okay. Okay, so Rose is saying, grateful, today my rent was reduced. Beautiful, that's also a flow. That's allowing you to receive more and find other ways of using that money that you would have paid on the rent. Wonderful. Okay. So, the other thing that I wanted to mention before we go into a meditation is that we intend the next actual physical programs that we're going to do is in July. We have a Stargate facilitators training happening in July, and we still have a couple of spaces left for that. There's some people hoping to come from Brazil, and I've got my fingers crossed for you to see whether travel is going to be possible by then for you. And also we have a 4-day workshop after the training. A couple of days after the training, we have a 4-day Stargate intensive workshop here at our home in Mount Shasta. And so if you're interested in either of those, it's important that you sign up for them whilst there's still space. Okay. So I'm just going to ask you now just to relax. We're going to get ready for meditation. Alexa is going to take us into the quantum field again, as always. So now I'm going to ask you, stop writing in the chat box during the meditation and just be comfortable, relax. And close the eyes. Just a reminder for everyone and for those who are new with us, it's important to keep your eyes closed during the meditation in order to really benefit. So, closing the eyes, relax, nothing to do, just follow the meditations, follow the guidance. So again, I'm asking you all just to stop typing into the chat box right now and focus on the meditation. Closing the eyes, relax. And beloved ones, we join you. 'Tis Al-Qazar. And as always, we start by inviting the energy of the earth, the energy of Gaia, to come up into your energy field, into your body. So each one of you asking inside for the energy of Gaia to come up, to ground you. And so we are calling for the energy of Gaia to connect with each and every one of us. Very good. And now we ask each one of you just to ask inside for an etheric stargate to come to you. So we are asking for an etheric stargate to come to each and every one of you who are participating in this meditation, either live or on the recording. For if you participate with the recording, you will feel these energies in the same way as those experiencing it live. Very good. And so now we ask each one of you to ask inside for the activation of your etheric stargate. This is giving the stargate permission to work with you. And so we call for the activation of all the etheric stargates around the world. And what will start to happen is the stargate will begin to radiate a very soft, gentle energy around you. And as most of you are very familiar with this process, we are going to vibrate all the etheric stargates faster and faster. And we are going to ask all the stargates to vibrate at the frequency of the seventh dimension. And so we ask you to ask inside for your stargate to create a strong seventh dimensional energy field. So we are calling for a strong seventh dimensional energy field in all the etheric stargates. And as your stargate begins to radiate a soft seventh dimensional energy field, simply relax into the energy. Nothing to do. And as you relax, your own vibration will gently rise, will harmonize with the seventh dimension. It happens all by itself, just with your intention and your relaxation. Very good. Very good. Very good. And now we are going to move up to the 12th dimension. And so we ask each and every one of you to ask inside for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in your etheric stargate. We are calling for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in all the etheric stargates around the world and all the physical stargates around the world. And so as your stargate radiates this 12th dimensional energetic, and as you relax and allow, your own vibration gently rises a little higher until you are also in harmony with the 12th dimension. It is that simple. It is that easy. It is not a doing. It is an allowing. Each time you do this meditation, it is different. Sometimes you will feel the energy very strongly. Sometimes it will be so subtle, you may not even feel it. But know that your etheric stargate always responds to you. It brings you the energies and the intensity that are appropriate for you in the moment. And so, as you know, in this 12th dimensional frequency, you are more receptive to the guides, to the benevolent beings who are available to assist us in our awakening process. And so, as we often do, we ask each one of you now to ask for the presence of the angelic realm. We call for the presence of the angels. And just feel, here they come. Just feeling the angels, creating a soft, gentle, perhaps a little warm energy around you. The angels, invite them closer. Come closer. Very good. Very good. And now, into this meditation, we are going to ask each one of you to invite the Pleiadian energies. And so we call for the presence of the Pleiadians. And feel, here they come. They are coming in their light bodies. They are responding to your asking. Their presence vibrates your energy field. Their presence vibrates you at the very level of your DNA. And the Pleiadians are here to support you in this meditation, in this process. And so you can give them your permission to support you, to work with you in this meditation. And so we are giving our permission to the Pleiadians to assist us in this coming meditation. And now we invite you to focus your awareness on the vastness of the quantum field. And as we have said before, with your eyes closed, there is a certain emptiness. Just imagine that this is the quantum field. For in your imagining, you are creating the connection to the vastness of all that is. This vastness extends in all directions to infinity and beyond. Just feeling yourself in the vastness. For in truth, you, the real you, the superconsciousness, as we call it, exists within the quantum field. It is pure consciousness. You are pure consciousness existing in a field of pure consciousness. Hard for the mind to grasp, but it is the case. You are pure consciousness. This superconscious you is part of the quantum field. The quantum field is pure consciousness. The quantum field has been called many things. The field, the void, the vortex, or spirit, or God. You are all these things. These are names for the one vastness that in truth is indescribable. It is impossible to say accurately what this vast consciousness is. And so now you are in it. Just with your intention, you are focused in the quantum field, in the vastness of all that is. And again, in this vastness, we are going to invite you to just be. The mind invited to relax. Just have the intention of your mind relaxing and your awareness opening into the vastness of all that is, with no expectation at all. And as we have done before, Alcazar is going to be silent for a while. And so just allow yourself to be present, your awareness to expand as much as it chooses to. No effort is needed, just being in the vastness. If the mind wanders, simply come back and reconnect to the vastness, reconnect to your superconsciousness. Nothing to do. Being in the quantum field. Being connected to your superconsciousness. feeling your energy presence expanding out into the vastness of all that is. And now asking your consciousness to merge with the Stargate Global Community Morphic Field. Just asking and intending to merge with the Stargate Morphic Field. feeling the vibration within. And with your intention, connect to the morphic field, the Stargate Morphic Field, and send the energy that you are feeling, these vibrations, into the Stargate Global Community Morphic Field, sending these energies there, amplifying that morphic field, and then receiving the energies back from the Stargate Morphic Field. Feel them coming back to you, energizing you on a deeper level. For when you give, you receive. When you give freely, existence responds, bringing you even more than you have given. Beloved ones, know this well. When you give from the purity of your heart, existence responds many times over in many different ways. Understand that existence is energy. Giving in whatever form is energy flowing. And when you give from your heart, existence gives back to you. Do not expect it to return in the way that you have given, for everything is ultimately energy. And when you give your energy, energy will be returned to you. More energy than you have given, but in different ways, perhaps. So do not expect when you give one type of energy that it will return in the same way. It may, but it also may return in a multitude of different ways. Beloveds, give from your heart in whatever way you feel to give. And know that existence will support the flow of energy through you. It is the very nature of reality. It is how you create. We are Al-Khazar. We are here to support you. We are here to assist you in your understanding, in your evolution,